Hi, everybody. I'm going to shout out some truth bombs, not in any particular order. As we're approaching the end of May, yours truly is in jeopardy of losing the Batcave third eviction notice sent to me from the people holding the note on my domicile. Your help is appreciated. Your fervent prayers are being solicited. I will provide a GoFundMe link to this video. Pause this video for a second. This is the Daily Digital Devotional where you will find more information about these truth bombs. So we're covering the topic of what makes a good Samaritan. Well, I have a long track record. It's there for the whole world to see of this, the hands-on ministry on the flip side of this. Pause the video again. Preparing care packages for more than 20 years now for those less fortunate, the downtrodden, the homeless, which I could well become one of these people myself. God has given me a heart for that, and I know ultimately that the Lord is going to dispatch, perhaps through some of you, a rescue, right? And I've laid everything, and as you should be doing, everything at God's altar footstool. I have not wavered in putting forth full-time work 7 days a week with the devotional, which goes out even on Saturday, Sunday, even on holidays, tirelessly, answering correspondence from all over the world. Lots of developments on that front. Well, toward the end of this month recently, I was contacted yet again by local affiliate ABC News asking, hey, when are you back in action? When are you going to have the Batmobile up and running again? The Batmobile is in need of repair. I just don't have the coins right now to take care of that, or at least I don't see that there are coins, right? Pennies from heaven, even as we speak, may be coming to make the repair, to cover the mortgage, to stave eviction. Big holy kiss for those of you out there who have been chosen. You don't have to help. You get to help. That is a difference there. And it will be credited to you as having actually put forth work on behalf of king and country. And you cannot outspend the Lord. You think to yourself, well, I have this little bit of perhaps, and maybe it's not even completely discretionary income to give a hand. But you go out on a limb. Faith, the evidence of the unseen. And God will show up and show off through you. And you will receive earned honors for having helped out, having been the conduit, the olive branch, going horizontal, and then being blessed vertically, where blessings you will be receiving tenfold for giving a hand. I've never asked across all these years until these series of difficulties came my way. Bam, bam. Don't worry about turning the cheek when you're fighting on God's behalf, because the cheek will move involuntarily if you get enough hits. If you're doing real work, you're going to get a big bullseye on your forehead, like yours truly. It comes in this order, chronological order. You will first share in a small, itty-bitty portion of the sufferings that Jesus had to endure before you then, having taken hits for the team, real leadership, you're welcome, participate in enjoying any spoils of warfare. The spoils of war are there, having had a facial paralysis to try to throw me off, a 3-week coma. They had given me 30% chance to live. And now the amputation. The amputation's a very real thing. Very real thing. Later today, and that'll be part of the magazine that's being prepared. I'm going in for another fitting. This time, the bottom part, I created videos showing the plastic sleeve that goes over the stump, but now the part is the foot. The $6 million man. Important day today, later today. Still, by the way, the Social Security disability that is going to be coming eventually for me will help alleviate emergency difficulties right now, analysis of paralysis, if you will. Illogical, because I know who butters my bread. Was there ever any doubt? No, it's just human frailty going, oh Lord, I know you're coming, but can you please speed things up a little bit? Take a chill pill, take a deep breath. Those of you who are suffering from Musk derangement syndrome, breathe in, hold it, take a chill pill. We're examining what it is to be a Good Samaritan. Well, that's just it, taking a leap for king and country, real representation, helping those less fortunate. I have a big track record of that on BiblesForHomeless.com. You can check it out yourself. And I've had a team of people helping out. And it's going to get back up and running. ABC, local affiliate, reached out to me. And I take it as, don't forget, you're on the clock type thing. And I'm going to follow through. Just yesterday, someone who's helping me around the house, holy kiss to you, the state is providing help to give me a hand around the house. She says to me, and it was like the Lord was uploading an idea through her to convey to me, and I heard it and acted upon it. She goes, you have way too many t-shirts that I've accumulated. This one from 20 years ago, for example. This one I kept. She goes, you have way too many t-shirts. I got them all like during Comic-Con and what have you. There was one stretch before they forced upon these children, sadly enough, and fandom, the nerds and geeks, my people, requirement to take the pandemic injection, the mRNA or mDNA, I don't know exactly. And I decided not to, but up until that moment, I had gone 44 consecutive years, nerd, 44 consecutive years to Comic-Con, and up until that requirement came. And then I said, nope, not risking it, not taking a chance. And, but the person helping me around the house, you have too many t-shirts. I said, you know what? I heard from the Lord. You're right, I said. We give out on this platform, when it's up and running again, we go out once a month with 80 care packages. Why 80? Well, we settled upon 80 because 2 40-packs of water bottles are part of what we give out. And we said, this benevolence that we do is currently budgeted at around $11,000 a year. And that's about all we can handle right now with all the other things of life. And that expense has gone up since then because there is really no 99-cent store any longer. Everything's minimum $1.25. Things have gone up. As you know, I don't have to tell you. So that's why 80. So then I said to myself, you know something? I said to the person helping out, I'm going to give you, for the homeless, I'm going to pull 80 of these old, but still nice, still cool shirts, and we're going to give them out when we first relaunch. And I got to contact ABC News, who wants to do coverage of this with a new team, because some of the team members have stepped down, pulled themselves out, and it's difficult. Remember, the devil, although seems to have unlimited resources, is finite in resources compared to the Lord. So chooses not to expend any resources that really are unnecessary when you're a non-factor, when you're a non-threat. Devil leaves you alone because you're not making any impact for the Lord. You're not doing any actual real work. But the moment you start doing real work, bam, that's when the antagonism, the oppression, the censorships, the underhanded work begins. And this line of work, let alone having just actually done soldier work for the Lord, you become hardened a little bit. You get that hard, crusty exterior. You become a little bit grumpy, grouchy, curmudgeon. I'm offering no excuses for being a bull in a china shop sometimes. Some people can't handle it. But the amputation has softened me up in part, I'll tell you that, because you can't just blurb out things in public where you don't have a chance to walk away. They're going to come after you and you don't have anywhere to run. Maybe with the bionic foot, Steve Austin will once again lob some grenades, point things out when I see things happening. Good Samaritan applies, I think, to Elon Musk with all the hard work that he did uncovering corruption. That's what being a Good Samaritan is. According to some statistics, the work that he did is saving each legal American citizen in this country a savings of over, and we've barely begun to scratch the surface of the improprieties, the illegalities, the corruption. But he stepped down, and this is important to bring up right now. It's part of the devotional that we're going to share this with at month's end. More than $10,000 per person in savings is what they found, leaving no stones unturned, asking questions. There are no stupid questions. I think it was Johnson before the Senate this month asking, why did Building 7 fall down and pulverized just like the Twin Towers did, but no plane hit it? Why? Why are we still asking that question without any real answers? Why? Here's another big question. World War I was started by the pesky, meddlesome, troublemaking Germans. Sorry to say, Wolfgang, the world's greatest living theologian, lives there smack dab, who I've interviewed, who we've shared Bible study here with you. We've shared that beforehand. Luther from there also, posting the 95 Theses, asking the pertinent, tough, difficult questions. There are no stupid questions. You just got to keep asking until you get the real truth, the real, keeping it 100 with you all. World War II, begun by the pesky, meddlesome, troublemaking, don't know when to shut up, didn't learn their lesson the first time, the Germans. Why are we taking our foreign policy from the germs? The bad ones, that is. Why are we returning to potentially another, just like as played out in the movie Downfall, why are we returning to another lecture from Germans that Ukraine, which by the way, Ukraine has some of their military battalion using swastikas, the Azov, look it up yourself, don't just take my word for it. I've covered it extensively. AZOV, the Azov battalion, they're Nazis. They are actual Nazis running some of the military campaigns. Why are the germs telling the whole world what to do to initiate World War III? Haven't they learned the first couple of go-rounds? Ba-bam. They're telling everyone, we're giving Ukraine free rein to send long-range missiles. Then Putin strikes back, sends 50,000 people to the border saying, not on my watch. I have been on record decades ago when all this began as Tuesday Church in the Batcave, when we had a gathering of about 15 here. And things really got interesting. And I began saying, I'm getting something. I get something. I don't get verbatim from God, but I'm getting something uploaded. This is way back when. I said, before all is said and done, the Russian Orthodox Church, of which Putin is a member of the Russian Orthodox Church. Surprise, surprise. Closer to Christianity than, say, even the most well-meaning Jewish sects, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, the Sanhedrin, who vehemently reject Christ at all as Savior and Messiah of the world. That Putin, I said it way back when. Before all is said and done, the Russian Orthodox Church are going to have a big say in how things play out. Now remember, the Russians lost, by some estimates, 20 million people fighting the Germans in World War II, dwarfing what happened to the Jews. They were our allies. Trump is not grasping the full picture, seems to me. I love 47, but not grasping the whole picture, saying Putin's crazy, this, that, the other. Maybe he has to say that, and then his style is push up front, 145% tariffs on Chinese goods, then scale it back. Let's negotiate it down to equal, or he brought it down to 100 now as the negotiations, are going on. And Putin responds to Trump by saying, you don't understand what's happening here. We're actually fighting Satan. We're actually fighting Satan. The movie Downfall, the burning of files of the Nazi atrocities, the medical experiments, they were all, just like in Ukraine when this all began, they were burning the medical files, the medical research. Perhaps the China virus came from there in part as well. The gain of function, all the evil experiments. Nobody wants to see. There's nothing to see here, folks. The Naked Gun, Frank Drummond, nothing to see here. Explosions happening behind him. Nothing to see here, folks. There's a lot to see. There's a lot to uncover. But are you going to be inquisitive enough? Are you going to break through? Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened unto you. Be a good Samaritan. Help other people. Help this country. We need to bring people along that right now they don't see the full picture. They're on the fence. And I'm warning you, and I've said this in a few video broadcasts recently. If you think it's bad now with the TDS, the Trump derangement syndrome, the MDS, wait as Jesus Christ and the entourage are getting closer and closer. The JDS is mind-staggering and logic-defying what awaits this world, described in Scripture as weeping and gnashing, GNASHING, of teeth. Some people are going to go down kicking and screaming. They'll be out of their minds. They will not be able to handle it. Now remember, fair warning, I'm telling you, there's going to be pretenders to the throne before there are contenders to the throne. There's going to be the fakes, the phonies. I have arrived. I am the Christ. I am He. They're going to do signs and wonders. They're going to pull out stuff from a bag of tricks. Do not be fooled. They have to emerge first. The charlatans. Talking straight with you. You can respect straight talkers like 47. I'm not pulling punches. I don't have to with this group. I've put it all on the line for King and Country. I have taken hits for the team. I am speaking with authority. And I back it up by doing actual work. Actual work. So the derangement syndrome is going to go through the roof. Many then will turn, beg forgiveness, beg the Lord for forgiveness. But some, maybe they sign compacts in blood. And God will harden certain hearts. God will not grant amnesty or clemency to the unrepentant, to the remorseless, to the rudderless, to the lawlessness people. No such leniency will be given. You're going to have a rude awakening. There is going to be coming a reckoning. Jesus Christ uses marital compact covenant language to describe the working together along the Christ's bridal party, the neck with the head, the great shepherd of the sheep. We are the shepherd dogs, a group set apart, the admin, the bond servants, the handmaidens, the friends. When I talk to Jesus, he's my bro. We are friends. It's beyond just in a service capacity. A group set apart. The remnant. This is a group separate from the general citizenry in heaven. This is Mrs. God by title. The Bible talks about our rewards and incentives program in Scripture, where per person up to as many as 5 crowns and rewards await those. Jesus, King of Queens and Kings, who are they? By their fruit. Both edible, inspirational, ripe, nutritious, or rotten to the core, you shall know who they are as much as who they are not. You will know. I have a big track record right here. Nobody can take that away. I've put in a lot of time. I've shown a lot of love to those who can never pay me back. This is my time of need now. So as much as being a gracious giver, there comes a time in everyone's life, perhaps, to be a gracious receiver. And this is my time right now. And once I get funding and everything is aligned, and thank you very much, those of you who are considering to help right now in this urgent time of need, then I'll let you know, okay, I'm above water now. Emergency was declared. Rescue came. He is fully aware of the situation. He's 10 steps ahead. You want to help? You get to help. You're not sure about helping? Who's this crazy guy? God doesn't need you to help me. God is giving you an opportunity to help. Big difference there. Then you will receive and reap rewards for that, for doing actual work. Oh, fancy that. Oh. As usual, I never get everything completely unpacked with you, but tomorrow is another day. So thank you, these good Sams out there who are giving a hand to Batman in this time of need. More to come as I'm going for the appointment later today, and we'll be publishing once again at the turn in June, as usual. Bye-bye for now. Truth is out there.